Aries, and welcome to Tarot Universe T Station channel. I am here today doing your love reading, concentrating on Aries, meditating on Aries is what I'm doing. What's going on, Spirit, for Aries love reading for the remainder of November? Which isn't much because today's the 28th, but I understand that it goes to the 30th. And I apologize, Aries. You will be getting yours first for December. Aries. Aries love life for the remainder of November 2018. What's been going on? Let me find out what's been going on with Aries love life. What's been going on since the 16th of November, Aries? From the 16th to the 30th. I get to see what's been going on with Aries. You'll know if it resonates. Okay, here we go. Aries. Okay, we have the 9 of Summer in the reverse. We have the 3 of Spring in the reverse. So far, your hopes and dreams are not moving forward for some reason. Although you have a beautiful card there for your energy, I must say. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Summer in the reverse. Aries, are you holding back your love? Are you feeling depleted of love? Like you just don't have any more to give? That you're at your wit's end trying to provide love to people, to make them feel happy and joyful. Okay. You do have those 9 of Cups in the reverse here. And it is the 3 of Spring, excuse me, which is a fire sign, which is you, is in the reverse here. So your efforts to move forward with your dreams, you're seeing it kind of like not happening. Maybe not moving fast enough for you. You're kind of down on whether it's going to turn out for you or not. It's like a doubt. You're doubting something that's not going to work out. Moving forward with something that you wanted to happen it's not moving forward. Okay? And the crown of your reading, you have the Magician in the reverse. You don't feel like you did the right thing. You didn't use the right skill set or the right... I would say this card is you're beating yourself up for possibly not crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's when you could have. In other words, when you could have done something, you didn't do something, and you're regretting that. You're looking back on that and going, darn it, I wished I would have done this, this, and this. And today, this other thing might have been working out for me. It could be something like, you know, you're trying to get a job or you're trying to get a lover. And, you know, you've sent messages to this person in the past that was kind of cocky, or maybe it was, you were trying to have them come on to you instead of you coming on to them. So you were just kind of being there, but you weren't like opening up your heart and really being there. And now you really want this to come true, and you're kicking yourself for not have acted or done something in the past differently that would have led to today's success, is what I'm getting from this card. Okay? And that's the Magician in the reverse. And the base of your reading, I have the 10 of Spring. So this is energy that you came in with for November 16th through the 30th. So you came in, the 10 of Spring is carrying a lot on your shoulders. You were feeling like you were balancing balancing everything out. You know, you were the one that was carrying the weight of everything, trying to make things work, worrying. Basically, this is a lot more of physical activity instead of worry, I would say. Worry is more the swords. This is the wands, which is like carrying heavy weight on your back. You know, like trying to clean the house, go out and make the money, keep the car washed, keep the refrigerator full, shopping wise, go out and get clothes, you know, I mean, you're like running in circles trying to do everything to make it all right. And you're exhausted from it. Okay, you came in exhausted from it. In the recent past, I have the Three of Summer. So, you know, no celebrating in the recent past. You must have been working. This is going to go out to the Aries rising, Aries moon, Aries sun, and potentially some with Aries and Venus. Or Venus and Aries is the proper way to say that. Okay, so you have the Three of Cups in the reverse, which means no celebrating in the recent past, or you didn't feel like celebrating in the recent past. And then in your near future, you have the Queen of Summer, which is loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive. So I don't know if you're feeling this way now because it's toward the end of November. But you definitely have these energies if you want, if you free will them to use them. You have them. You know, you can be comforting and caring toward people. You can let go of this weight and just settle within yourself and, you know, live in the here and now and the reality of what it really is now happening, instead of worrying about putting out all the fires and making sure everything's in its right place, you know, and everything is just perfect the way in your mind you think it should be. You know, you could opt for loving compassion and taking time out. Okay, you need to take time out. If you need to do these things, the chores and all the work that you're carrying on your back, you do need to take time away and just be this loving queen that the universe is giving you, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so that could be you offering your love to your lover, or some lover offering love to you. And it's going to be up to Aries whether they accept that energy right now, because it's there for you. In your energy, you have the Princess of Summer. My God, Aries, this is wonderful. All this love. This is another love card. This is the Cup of Love. This is your energy. You have this. You're filled with love right now. Okay, so that's your energy right now. You have love to offer others. Now in your environment, you do have the Six of Spring. In your environment, you're not feeling like people are helping you. You're not feeling like people are chipping in and taking a portion of this workload that you're trying to master. You don't feel like people are chipping in and helping you with this workload. You don't feel it's equality in the home around in your environment. You're feeling like that very little is actually being given to you. That's the way you're feeling in your environment. It feels like there's no help and that you're on your own doing it. Now, the universe is giving you in your fear sector and in your dreams the Strength card. So that's awesome, because you're given strength even in your fears, and you're given strength for your hopes and dreams. So you have the Strength card. So you're going to get through this time. You know, we're almost done with this time. So majority of you already know what I'm talking about. For those that this resonates with, you do have the Strength card here to get you through it. And if I know Aries, because they're very motivated and they're very quick to act, quick to take control, they're using the Strength card. Okay, it's there for you, which is really awesome. Your outcome is the Two of Winter. So you made a decision to let your ego go, because you got the ego in the reverse. So, the ego in the reverse can be also read as ego out of control, like gone rampant, gone inward with it. Like you're so ego that you're now beating yourself up with your own ego because it's in the reverse. Okay, when it's this way, it's like you're being ego. You might think you're better than other people, or you might be wanting things to happen. All this work that you're carrying on your back, it might be out of ego, that's the way you want things done, because you think that's going to make everyone else happy. So you are projecting that out to people and demanding, you might not be the funnest person to be around right now, because even though you do have the love card, the love cup as your energy, you do have that, but sometimes we don't see ourselves completely. We might feel that inside, but are we showing it to the outside world? I have that Six of Spring in reverse in your environment, which is not a lot of giving out from anyone. Like not a lot coming in and not a lot going out. So are you feeling the love within yourself, and you're loving yourself very much right now, is what I'm getting. But other people aren't feeling that love from you because you've made a decision that things have to go a certain way for you to be happy, because you know that it's going to make other people happy. It's something that we trip ourselves up with, and especially around the holiday time, this can be very true, that we think that if things aren't just so, and just, everything's not in its place and things aren't done exactly, some people go by tradition, then all everyone's gonna pay hell. Was that really love? Is that really having things the way you want it? I mean, is that making everyone happy? Like, give everyone hell until we turn around and put the mask on to show that, or we take the mask off, I'll say, because you do have that love card there for your energy. We take the mask off after giving everyone hell, and then we smile, and we're pouring out love on Christmas Day, or we're pouring out love on a certain day. But before that, until things were the way that we thought they should be, everything's going to be hell, because it has to get to this point where everyone is going to enjoy themselves, right? But along the way, the 2 or 3 weeks before the event, or before whatever you're trying to get to, everyone's miserable, and those scars, sometimes those scars, especially if there's younger kids, those scars stay with you from age 0 to 5. And I say 0, meaning they're in the stomach. Yes, I do realize they're in the uterus. But the thing is, it is from age 0 to 5 that these scars stay with us for the rest of our lives. Those are the things that we chip away at and try to work on and correct for the rest of our lives. So is it worth having chaos for 2 weeks to have one day of everyone smiling and pass the pumpkin pie with the whipped cream? I mean, and everyone does it dutifully with a smile and gracefully, as if everything is like this every day. It's almost like going to church on Sunday, and I'm not really a church-going person. I am spiritual. But like going to church and smiling on Sunday and then giving everyone hell all week long. And then on Sunday acting like sweet as candy. And I don't know why I'm belaboring this, but for some reason it's meant to be, that this message gets out. And it's going to hit for some. It's not going to hit for all Aries. Not all of you will need this message. But it's going to hit for some. And that was your outcome right there. I'm going to do a clarification, Celtic Cross. You did have the Ace of Summer on the bottom of your deck, which is pouring out your love, not giving love, only to yourself. It's another one. Okay, so now, and I was getting, Aries, before I did your reading, I'm sorry if I'm tapping these cards and if it's blaring in the speakers. I've got problems with my audio, which is on the way to be corrected. If, I forgot what I was going to say, so I shouldn't do that. Oh, before I was going to give you a reading, I was meditating on Aries for quite some time, and I was given a lot of messages from Spirit, and for some reason, I'm getting chills right now. For some reason, God wanted me, or Spirit wanted me to relay these messages to Aries about being too demanding, too picky, and too bossy, and too wanting things. It's out of ego, and I know that we don't all see that. We all have an ego. Every one of us has an ego. I'm not saying it's just you. We all have egos. But you know, we don't see it. A lot of times we don't see it. And for some reason, Spirit wanted me to bring this message up to Aries, okay? That we need to check ourselves. We need to check our egos. We need to see, are we being forceful, rude, and cruel, and mean with our words and our actions, so that we can get to some point in time in the future where we all sit around and smile at each other and it all seems perfect and everyone's just almost like pretending like they're happy is what I'm getting. Everyone has to pretend they're happy and self-satisfied to make Aries feel like they've done the right thing. Like everything's perfect now. We can all smile and everyone can calm down. And now I did everything I had to do. This is Aries. They feel like they're being directed to do these things. You know, like they're being directed to, like, I got to do this, 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 and this because I want my family to have this beautiful day, or I want my life to be, you know, this week to be perfect. And so then they don't realize they're taking it out on the very people they're trying to make happy. Okay? They don't realize that. And you know, to me, I would rather have 1,000 days of mediocre and real life than to have chaos and absolute pain and agony to get to one day of bliss. Seriously. You know how fast that one day goes by? Yeah. Okay. This is Aries. All right. Finishing off this Celtic Cross. I took the ones that fell out to fill in your reading. Okay, bottom of the deck, I do have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So this would be an earth sign person, a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Someone with a heavy planets in that sign around you. And they're in the reverse. Okay, so in the center of your reading on this Celtic Cross, you do have the 7 in the reverse, and you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So again, Aries, I have you working very diligently, but not happy about it. And I have you digging in down on yourself. So, you know, you're not only loving yourself with this Ace of this Princess of Summer with this cup. This is how you want it. It's just you're not realizing how you're going about getting it. That's what I'm getting. And this isn't for everyone. This is for the people that it's going to poke at. If you feel an ouchie when you hear this, or you feel like, you know, not listening to this, it's probably meant for you, right? Okay, so anyway, so this reading's telling me that you're gutting in on yourself. you have a lot of work to do and you're not liking it. And then at the base, or at the crown of your reading, you have the Magician, feeling like you could have done something in the past differently, feeling like, you know, you wished you would have done it different. And you have the Lovers in the reverse. So maybe it's with your lover that you wished you would have done something differently in the past so that they would do something differently today. Like the past, our past actions lead to our current situation. So you wished you would have done something differently in the past to make this happen differently today, is what I'm getting. Your love life would be different if I would have done X, Y, and Z in the past differently. Okay, so then I have nothing to celebrate, you know, in the recent past, or not wanting to celebrate, really is what I've been getting this. And then I have the Three of Cups. I have them both here. I have you not wanting to celebrate until things are correct, till things are put in their place, damn it. And because I want to celebrate with you people, okay? Damn it. I am telling you I want everything straight. I want this done, that done, this done, this done, that. I can just see someone with a chopping knife chopping food up and pointing with the blade at everyone in the house. Better do this, that, and I mean, we all have to do a certain deal of, you know, telling our children what to do, and maybe even our lovers and all of that. But for some reason, Spirit wanted this message to go to you. I see someone, you know, there's nothing to celebrate right now until all this work is done, until everything's put in its place. I want this done now. So we can all get together and sit and smile and be happy and act like everything is so joyous. That's not the way to do it, Aries. That's not the way to do it. This card right here, by yelling at everyone and making everyone feel like the size of an ant, like they're no good and they're just useless, is not the way to enjoy this day when it comes. Because that person holding the cup up with you and celebrating with you is still hurt inside. They don't have pure joy. They're hurt inside. They're holding the cup up for you, not because they feel the celebration. Okay, and that was the message that Spirit wanted me to give you. And it was told to me before this reading came out. All right. So, in the near future, you have the Queen of Summer. We talked about you wanting to feel all the love. And then, you know, here you are, trying to hold it together. You know, you're trying to keep everything in its place. And, you know, you're working hard to hold on to things the way they are. You don't want anything to F up. So you're really, you know, you're putting in a lot of energy into trying to keep everything on course. Which, you know, all of us do that to a certain degree. There's different degrees of doing it. And then there's certain degrees of just letting go and letting things be human on earth. I don't know. So it's going to hit for some people. I mean, if you're a perfectionist, Aries, this is for you. Okay. Your energy was the Princess of Summer, which is the cup. And then I have the Page of Wands in the reverse. So it's fire sign. It's you maybe being pedantic. Pedantic meaning childish. You're being childish, Aries. You have all this love, but you're being childish with your demands. You know, you're wanting things the way you want them, which is fine, but you got to understand you're not the only person on the planet. Other people have to live too. Okay, Six of Spring in the reverse. We talked about that. You're not getting a lot of help from the house, so I can see why you're upset. Because you want your dreams to come true. You want this for everyone. You do want this. You're a good person. You're a good person. You just have a lot of energy and you have a lot of willpower. And you were put on this earth as an Aries with those energies for a reason. Okay? But we need to be aware of we need to be aware of the energies and the reasons. And we need to be able to use them that we're not cutting people up, chopping their self-esteem up. We're not cutting them down to make them feel like they are nothing. and then expect them to get up and celebrate with us. It just doesn't work that way. It may, people will go along like they're in a play and they'll act, but inside they're like, they're replaying the tape of the hurt. Okay, some of them are. And it's especially if it's a child. I mean, we don't want to do that to our kids. Okay, so you had the Strength card in your hopes and dreams, and that's a good card to get because you're worried. You're worrying about things. So we do have the Strength card, and you have the Queen of Wands. This is your hopes and dreams and your fears. You're fearing that, you're not going to have things under control, that you're not going to be like, you want to be the socialite, the entertainer. You want to be, the Queen of Wands is you. You are Aries. You're the fire sign. Okay? This is a fire queen. Person that likes to put on social events that come out nice, that look nice. And we all want that. I'm telling you that we all want this. I'm just saying that there's different ways of going about doing it. And I'm guilty myself of, beating people up verbally to get things, events to happen the way I want them. And is it worth it? I've learned that it's not. It's not worth it. I would rather have the event be a little chaotic, but everybody be feeling lovey-dovey inside and warm. Because I fed them love all week long while we were getting ready for the event. Okay. Then we have the outcome is not looking forward, not looking at your past, not feeling tied up. You're not feeling tied up, and you're not feeling blindsided because you won't look at your past. You refuse to look at the past. You're focused more on the future. Because the past is too painful to look at. That's what I just got. Your past is too painful to look at, and so you're not going to look at it. Refuse to look at it. And that's where some of the healing will be, is if you do look at it and come to grips with it and come to terms with it and see it in a different light, in a different perspective. Okay? I'm going to do a 3-card clarification on this. And then that'll be it. I did do the other signs, the love reading deck that I have, Sibylla, my Sibylla set tarot cards. I could not find them. I don't know, Spirit did not want me to use them. I looked high and low. I could not find them right now. So I'm using this for the 3 cards. It's no big deal. You get the same reading. I just wanted you to know why it was a little different. If you did look at any of the other videos, maybe you didn't. But if you have, that's why. Okay, Aries. November. Last part of November. Love reading from November 16th through the 30th. Love reading for Aries. Aries. Now, Aries are very hard-working people. I love Aries energy. I really do. They're very hardworking, and they're very, very, you can count on them, and they do a lot of work, and they do make people happy with their work. Okay, so I have in the recent past, with the celebration and no celebration card, it gets shit together before we can do this. I have the Death card, so that's coming to an end. So maybe you are, maybe you're starting to recognize this way of being, like being 2 different faces, where I beat everyone up before the company gets here, and then I'm sweet as pie when I open the front door. I think this is coming to an end, this energy. The universe wants it to come to an end, or at least to have an awareness on it so that it starts to change. Because the Death card is a completion, an ending of something. Okay? So it's right on there. Now you do have the Five of Swords here, so all these cards are in the reverse in the center, and then you have the Five of Swords, which is bickering over petty stuff, and the other people walking away and letting you win. That's probably a novelty too, right? I know Aries will win. If you get in a fight with an Aries, damn it, they're going to win. If you're a strong Aries, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, and that's a good quality. You want that person on your side if you're in a debate in court, or if you're in a fight, in a brawl in a bar, or something like that, where you really need someone that can really mouthpiece it and really win for you. But in the home with the children and the husband and the boyfriend, if you're single and you have a boyfriend, or recently married, whatever, you don't need to be that mouthpiece in the bar, in the courtroom, okay? People are walking away from you. They're saying, you win. We've had enough. You outspoke us. All right. Enough said. Then you have the King of Swords here, where the King of Swords is the thought person, and it's the vocal person, the person that does, it's the thinking, and then it shoots out the mouth. You're a king at it. You can do that, and that's what Aries they're good for. They're good for work, labor. They can. We've got a lot of. I wish I had their energy. I wish you could bottle it. I would buy your energy from you, okay, Aries? But it's showing you here that you're the king of. You could be the king. This is what Spirit just gave me. You could be the king of your thoughts. Okay, you don't have to react. You don't have to have a thought dropped into your head and react on it and get pissed off about it. You can be the king of your thoughts. If a thought drops in, like things aren't getting done, it's getting closer to the event. I'm just using that as an example. And this thought is dropping into your head. You don't have to get the sword and poke someone with it. You could go, that's okay. We'll schedule some time for some cleaning. We'll schedule some time for relaxation. We'll schedule some time for telling each other how wonderful each other is, how much I love you, and how much they love me. We'll talk. Instead of the whole day being, a war zone. Okay? Schedule your day up. Chop your day up. If you want to chop things, chop your day up. And, have a little part of the day for where people do things. But don't cut people down to size. And this message is going to go out to very few. Don't cut people's ego down to size. Don't cut their self-esteem down and expect them to go out in the world and bring in a lot of money. Or don't cut their self-esteem down so bad that you expect them to make miracles happen. Because somebody with low self-esteem and someone that's been cut down cannot function. Okay? They can't. They can't function properly, and they're not going to bring in what you want. All right. That was all I had to say. I'm sorry it was so negative, but I'm sorry. That was what Spirit wanted me to say, and it was given to me before this reading was even laid out. All right, Aries. Love you, and take care. Bye-bye.